Hello world, welcome to my channel, Proteus Augustus. I'm an artist, scientist, and American constitutionist, and I've been trying to make this introduction to one of my art projects, right? The sculpture I was working on, and you know, these guys, they just walk right by your window, feet away from you, violating your privacy. You can't even have privacy, all right? In your own apartment. They'll walk right by your window, you know, like they live here, you know, like this is a drive-through, right? And they think it's just normal to do that, right? These people out here are crazy, man. They're whack. So I'm going to try to finish this video now without some other knucklehead sticking his face in my face when I'm trying to do my work. So anyways, right? You know, I put two clips together. One was about a minute, the other's 4, on the sculpture that I was working on for my art project, right? I got enough to put a show on, less the 4 sculptures I needed to do, and I was supposed to be working on that in Colorado. That was what I was going to do in the building I was building, and go hunting and all that, right? Do my metal work and everything, right? And, you know, everything, you know, they just took away, right? So the day after the video you're gonna see is when they made a move on me, right? To take my car away from me and to remove me from my car. These local people, they had already burglarized the unit, you know, that I was renting, and then they robbed my property. They took all of my solar lamps and everything. So I had to, because I had a plan, right? I mean, I've been around, unfortunately. I'm not someone that's going to grease somebody's palm. I don't associate with criminals on any end. I wouldn't give them money or nothing. That's why, like that guy that tried to rob me, I was telling you about, it's always going to be an attempt, because I'm not going to give it to you. Right? You're going to have to take it from me, right? And I'm not going to let you do that. It's my property, right? I mean, you're a fool, right? But that's what they did to me. They ostracized me, the local people, right? They just made a move on me. But anyways, I was working on this sculpture, and it's called Capital Punishment. It's the 4th theme in my art series, right? I got the first 4 themes all done except 4 sculptures, right? And I was working on this one, like I said, called Capital Punishment. And not only did Jennifer Robinson activate in me, you know, my muse on My Soul Must Weep, the, you know, acoustic guitar solo. She's also incorporated in Capital Punishment in the sculpture. And so really the sculpture is an expression of myself and my feelings for what I saw on October 25th, the morning of October 25th. And that's me as a warrior with my headpiece. And I got arrows made and I got all these other pieces made, and I brazed it together, you know, because that's what I had at the time, you know, to see how the pieces could go together. And all the metal work I bent by hand. I didn't use any special tools. I just bent it. You know, and that 3-inch steel, that was a little bit, you know, I mean, you know, anybody can bend it. It's bending it in such a way that you're controlling the bend. So it looks good. I did that all with my hands. Of course, I use saw. I gotta use drills and stuff for screws and whatnot. But anyways, that's what I was working on. And it's been a couple of years, and I just, you know, haven't put it up because, you know, and you know, so I really need to get back on my artwork, and I hope that, you know, like when I hired this lawyer in Colorado, I hoped he could take the burden off of me, but that's another thing I got to deal with. You know, AOL. AWOL. I don't mean AOL. I'm sorry. AWOL. AOL. Anyways, yeah. Give me an email. You know, what's good? Where are you? What's happening? But anyway, so I got to take the burden on again. But I'm working on a painting now here in Reno. I have 4 paintings in Colorado, well, that I was, getting really deep on. And I got a lot of work in Virginia. I mean, I'm just getting displaced, man. And people, the country's going pretty wacko, right? I mean, it's tough. And I feel sorry for people that were in it deep before COVID hit. I suffered. I ended up, suffering a little bit, but, I managed to recover enough because I had something going on. With this, there probably was going to be coming, and, we're going to have to look at other things to do. But anyways, so take a look at this, and that's the kind of work I want to finish working on. So until next time, think free, be free, and eat free. So this is where I am today, the first of the new year, working on my sculpture in my shop. It's a makeshift shop, but hey, don't need a whole lot to get this work done. But as you can see, these are the pieces I have right now. Okay? And that's what I'm working on. Take a look at it from up top. From the back. Still got a lot of work to do, but it's coming along nicely, actually. That 3-inch right there, it took a little bit of effort, let me tell you. But it looks nice. So that's what I got today so far. So this is where I am with my sculpture. Today is January 25th, 2021. So I have these, what do you think that's a symbol of? But that's the inner eye area. I got them hanging. So I'm going to affix it here, okay, using metal. So I was gonna have an attachment over here, but that's gonna be open, okay? And then the arrows are gonna come out, making the shape of the iris inside. And then a panel's gonna come out the middle with a cutout image, so that behind the eyes, there's going to be a LED, and the light's gonna shine up towards the sky. Same thing with the mouth area. I'm working on the insert there, where I'm gonna attach the arrows. They're all gonna come out, like a 360, like yelling pattern. And then there'll be a LED light behind that also, shining into the sky. Up here, I gotta sand this down a little bit. Put some Bondo in there to make it smooth. If I had more money, I could do some really nice metal work here. I might get an engraver to work on the headpiece. I'm also gonna have 3 feathers, 3 crow feathers, 3 black feathers. So that's where I'm at right now. Down here on the bottom, I have to cut this little piece off here so it's more smooth. Then from here, this would be like the duct. I'm gonna have a chain coming down with J's. And then on the floor, there's gonna be a pile of J's. Now, if I had the money, I could buy some gold wire and pound it in. I can engrave these tines or whatever you want to call them right now. I don't want to get too fancy because I'm trying to express the lines, okay? More than anything. I'm gonna do some better work on the feathers. You know, I'll take a piece of this metal here and then I'll make it into a feather. Like 3 coming up from behind in the back. And then over here, this is the copper for the hair. And that gets affixed behind this main part of the headpiece. There's another piece of metal in there. And so these are going to be attached, and it's going to give the shape of the head. And the hair is going to be like in a ponytail, and it's going to be in the shape of a J. And it's going to show motion in this direction. So there's going to be motion with the eye and the mouth with the arrows, and then the expression up into the sky. And then if I could plate this, I don't have the money. I mean, it would, you know, look really nice, but I'm gonna have to paint it right now. So, you know, it's an evolving piece. This is what you do. You got to look at it sometimes, see how these things come together. So that's where I'm at today, January 25th, 2021.